Here are the plantains.
Good. Hey, Nora, relax. I mean, there's a celebration.
Yeah. For you, it's a celebration. I'm still in diet jail.
What's up? Hey, check it out. These three.
Plus Hank.
Oh, well, they teamed up to get the committee at Justice for All to get my grant back. And it worked.
California, here we go.
Man, that is great. That is great. I mean, you know, it's great for us. It's great for the entire Angel Square. You know, when you come back, you can help out the neighborhood in a million different kinds of ways. Congratulations.
If there is a neighborhood by the time he gets his degree.
Oh, there will be, because we're going to fight Asa for every square foot of this place.
That sounds good to me. Of course, I hate this sound here. Excuse me. Buchanan.
Hey, Chris, whatever happened with the poster? I mean, are you for the community meeting? I mean, you finished with it yet, or what?
No. You got it right here.
Are you kidding me?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
Carlotta.
How are you?
I need major burgers to go for the gang at the community center. You know what? I think food bringer is what I am. They say I'm an intern, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, here's a good one to go along with your plantains. Hank Gannon has been arrested.
What? Why?
I don't know. All I know is a 911 call came in demanding a citizen's arrest. The nearest unit happened to be Benny, and he's bringing Hank in, and I gotta go.
I'm coming with you.
No, you know what? It'd be better if you just stayed here. It's gonna be chaos at the station. As soon as I know anything, I'm gonna call you.
Promise?
Yes.
Hey, Bo, if Hank needs a good defense attorney, remind him how many times I beat him in court.
Right.
Maybe it's nothing. Just a misunderstanding.
Maybe they got the wrong Gannon.
No, that wouldn't surprise me.
Hank, a lawbreaker? It's not possible.
Hi. So, let's see what you got.
Wow.
Did you do that?
Wow.
I don't believe it. So, that's what must have happened. Chinese.
You're way off the mark. Your theory, not the food.
I'm telling you, that is what happened. Javier shadowed Andy from the moment he was paroled. He wanted to get back at her for deep-sixing the arrow, so when he heard that she was trying to infiltrate McNaughton's operation, he went to the big guy and traded Andy's ID for a gig.
So you think that Javier was on Jackie McNaughton's payroll? Pizza?
Definitely. My theory, not your food.
Well, nothing more for us to do unless Javier wakes up and starts talking.
When I know something's right, I know it.
What about RJ?
You get a vote on dinner, too?
At this rate, there might not be any dinner.
Oh, yeah? Too many choices?
Actually, an entirely different one.
Oh, here's a possibility that RJ is involved with McNaughton's operation.
Wow. We agree on something.
Prove it.
Oh, perfect match. Gin and tonic, lime in summertime, me and...
Ah, well, here's to the SS Feelgood. Ah, Dorian.
Nope, you missed. Bye, niece.
Oh, what a surprise. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Well, I almost didn't find you, but I smelled cigarettes.
And they say that smoking has no benefits. How's your cousin?
Oh, Blair? She's still unconscious. I'm going to see her tomorrow in Philadelphia, though.
Good for you.
Oh.
All righty. Here we go. Compliments of the house.
Oh.
Don't freak out. It's just club soda.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, do you want to come for dinner? Dorian's coming over, and we're having some kind of pasta whose name I can't pronounce. And garlic bread.
I don't smell anything cooking.
Oh, that's because I do all my meal preparations with this. Do you want me to whip you up something?
No, thank you. I'm actually on my way to Andrews to babysit for River. But I had this incredible urge to check out the famous Hayes houseboat.
Well, in that case, you are going to need the grand tour. That's it.
Oh, God.
I don't think I've ever heard you laugh before. That's a lovely sound.
Well, thank you.
Welcome.
All right, I have something for you. Open it.
Well, I'm sure that it or I will surely do that, so it's a very practical gift. Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome. Oh,
Oh, no, not more.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's much more than I needed.
It was sent to Dorian's.
Right. Well, kiddo, I think this little baby is gonna get christened because I need a drink.
Oh, aren't you going to read it?
I know what's inside. The buttery lingo of redemption for profit. These are brochures for alky farms and rehab outfits. I can tell by the color of the envelope. It's got that telltale shade of grim.
Mountain Ridge.
Oh, yeah. It's a federal mandate that all these places have to sound like country clubs or cemeteries. You know, the Knoll, Willowmere, Whispering Springs.
Well, who sent you all this?
Dorothy, my daughter Dorothy. She of the good heart and daunting persistence.
Well, there's no letter or note in it.
No, she never does when she sends this poppycock. See, this is in the nature of our dance. I lead by making a few phone calls on her answering machine. She follows by not returning them.
Well, that's cold.
Well, no, she's a busy gal. She just got her MSW. She's a social worker in New York City. I mean, you know, she's trying to save humanity, so she doesn't have much time to help anyone. Oh, that's cold. Now, Dorf is a wonder, except when she pulls stuff like this. See, but I understand. She's furious at me. I mean, in her mind, I am in the throes of drinking myself to death.
Well, are you?
Depends what you call death. And what you call drinking.
Well, Mel, I have to tell you that it would make me mad, too, if that's what you were doing. And I would want to speak with you. You're very easy to be straight with.
Well, I'm not your father, Cal.
No, but you acted like one. I mean, when I told you about the accident, you could have tore into me, but you didn't. You made me feel as if I weren't alone. You cared. That's what fathers are supposed to do.
On a good day, yeah.
Look, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have told the truth. And, honestly, I think I would be sick to my stomach if I thought you moved out of Dorian's because of me.
No, my exit had nothing to do with you. I mean, if your aunt and I are to maintain our mutual delight in one another, we're going to need some elbow room.
I know, but the house is so empty without you.
Well, that's easy to fix. Just get a bunch of papers, strew it all over the place, and let some tobacco smolder. It'll be like I never left. But I think it would be a good idea if you stayed for a while, at least until Blair gets her sea legs back. I mean, Dorian needs her family just like I need my space. She needs you, right?
Sir.
I love those nautical duds.
Thank you. I'm planning to slip out of them immediately. Hi, Kelly.
Hi. If I'm gonna go babysit River, I better leave. Good luck with Dorothy. Have fun.
Yeah.
Thanks, darling.
Good seeing you, sweetheart. Good luck with River. Your daughter, Dorothy?
Yes, and don't ask.
Ah. Useful information? Oh, dear. Parents' address typewritten on the envelope, a sure sign of an offspring's disapproval.
Well, do us both a favor and leave your own disapproval out of it.
This is empathy, all right? Not a conspiracy. I know full well what it's like to be condemned by one's own daughter. Now, why waste a perfectly beautiful evening? May I? Or an absolutely perfectly beautiful gin and tonic.
Excuse me.
Mind reader.
Do you know what drives me absolutely nuts about you?
What?
Your, pragmatism.
What happened to my je ne sais quoi?
Oh, no, it's still around. I was just thinking about your je sais very well quoi when I picked out this little item for you.
Oh, I love it already.
That's my pragmatist.
Hey,
Hey.
you heard from Benny?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
Hey, look, Ma, no hands.
Aha. I get it now, okay? It's a gag. Just for something like America's Funniest Cop video.
No. Actually, this young lady here, Bo, she caught me dead to rights. This is Miss Jakara Principal. Miss Principal, meet Police Commissioner Bo Buchanan.
How do you do?
I'm aggravated.
Benny, get... Okay, what are the charges?
Well, perpetrator here, district attorney, knowingly and willfully parked his motor vehicle in a spot reserved for the handicapped at Club Indigo.
This is about a parking violation?
He broke the law.
It seems to be a matter of principle for Miss Principal.
Benny, Linda, can you give us a couple minutes here to sort this thing out?
No problem.
Okay.
Are you gonna need these?
No, I'll be fine. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Benny. All right.
Now then, I'm guilty.
Then tell it to the judge.
No, just hold on now. I mean, as a district attorney, I could throw the book at myself, make an example of me, except there was no premeditation. And there was no handicapped driver present to actually be deprived of a space. And it was a first-time offense, so the judge will probably just levy the standard fine and let it go at that.
How much of a fine?
$200, and I'm prepared to make myself a deal, admit guilt, pay the $200, and skip the court appearance.
Throw in a chunk of community service.
Being the district attorney is community service, especially on my salary.
I think that's a fair deal. And I think the complainant should accept it. That way the district attorney can close this case and not spend the taxpayers' money trying himself.
Only if the district attorney promises never to park in a handicapped spot again.
I swear.
Me too, what the heck,
Okay, you've got a deal.
Good. So, let's see here. Make the check payable to the city of Landview, Mr. Gannon.
Are you any relation to R.J. Gannon?
He's my brother. Why?
I met him for the first time this morning. A mutual friend of ours, Gabe Lomax, is suggesting that R.J. and I might go into business together.
You and R.J. partners?
Is there a problem with that?
What line of business are you in, Ms. Principal?
I'm the president of Blue Jay Music. We're small, independent, jazz, blues, hip-hop.
Blue Jay? Oh, man, now doesn't Clarence Epps and Delia McShann record for you?
Double bingo. Don't tell me the DA's a jazz head and a lover.
Oh, yeah, from way, way back. Well, the jazz part, that is. Now, I knew that R.J. was looking to hook up with an indie label, but I had no idea that he'd met with any, let alone, one so solid as yours.
Well, I've gone just about as far as I can go at this level, so the idea of a partnership is to help make Blue Jay more solid. But there's no deal yet.
What's stopping you?
I just want to be sure R.J.'s the right player to team up with.
Oh, so you don't have any other partners?
No. And opening a Blue Jay to investment is a major, major step for me. I've never shared control of my baby with anyone.
How do you decide whether to go through with this or not?
Well, I just trust what's brought me this far. My instincts. And then I pray like crazy. I'm serious. And I'd like to hear what you have to say about your brother. Are you free for dinner?
Sure.
Does the Palace Hotel have a restaurant?
Yes, it does.
I'm checking in there, so why don't you give a call when you're clear and come on over?
Okay, you're on. Actually, I'd like to hear what you have in mind for this partnership of yours.
Thanks for your help.
Anytime.
So, partner, what do you think? Is she legit?
My gut instinct says yes. I think she'd have to be an awfully cool customer if she were up to her Grammy and funny business to bust the district attorney for his poor choice in parking places. Now, that is not a woman with a troubled conscience.
Yeah, I don't think she's hiding anything either.
Well, I hope we're both right, Hank. Of course, now I'm going to leave that up to you to find out for sure.
Chris, this is dynamite.
That's exactly what it feels like living in Angel Square knowing Asa wants to take over.
Well, it's not a pretty picture any way you look at it.
It's horrible to have the same last name as someone that everyone hates so much. But, I mean, he's wrong. Building a monster mall along the river would just ruin Angel Square. I'd better deliver those burgers.
Oh.
I didn't know that you were going to be here today.
Yeah, me neither.
Look, about the poster, it's
really good.
Thank you.
Not that you aren't a wonderful artist or anything, but not many people can do caricatures.
But I didn't want it to bum you out, you know?
If my grandpa wasn't such a jerk, he would never have done it.
Well, you know, my art class is going really good. You know, I had a whole bunch of new stuff. You can come check it out sometime if you want.
Yeah, what I really want to do is show one of these posters to my dad, and maybe he can print it in the story with the banner.
Your father is Ace's son.
So? I mean, I'm not the only Buchanan who hates what he's doing.
Hey, fine. Here, take one look. Sure, it's your dad, and I'll call you to see what your dad thought of it. You know.
Great. Thanks.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. See you later.
Mm-hmm. You got two terrific kids. Our family's been through it, but we've been blessed. Bo and I were wondering if we could throw Andy and Antonio a pre-party. Pre-wedding, pre-California, pre... Oh, thank you. I'm sure that they love it. 2 forks. What? 2 forks. You set that place setting with 2 forks. Oh, yeah. So I did. Yes, you did. I mean, it's not that bad. No, it's okay. It's not really bad. It's just sort of... I mean, You ever think conversation should have subtitles like a foreign film? So that everybody knows what's on everybody else's mind? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So what is on everybody's mind? Hank.
Kevin? Hello?
What's up?
Oh, I'm gonna go outside where there's some air or something. Oh, yeah.
I feel so horrible.
Big change from a couple of minutes ago.
No, I'm not kidding. It's about Jessica. She's mortified. I don't want her to feel like she can't ever come here.
Relax. Don't worry about Jessica. Just go upstairs and finish dressing. I will take care of her. Okay? Well, look who's here.
Kev.
So, would you like to come in?
No.
What's new? What's up?
Look, Kevin, I am really sorry. I should have called first or something.
We should have locked the door or taken it upstairs.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't have just barged in. You know, like it's just an old day at the carriage house.
Jess, just because Cassie has moved in, I don't want things to change. In fact, I kind of count on my little sister stopping by whenever she gets the whim.
You do?
I do. That's what keeps us Buchanans close and happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you say so. But listen, this is the reason I came. I just wanted to show you this.
Oh, my. Talk about your spitting image.
Yeah, I wanted to show it to somebody. Mom's in Washington at a conference and Dad's at his meeting.
Oh.
Chris did it. Isn't it great?
It is great. And Dad will definitely want to see it.
No. No apologies. Just stay for dinner.
Yeah.
No, honestly, 3. You know, it's...
Well, I'm afraid you can't leave. We're thawing steaks, and as you know, that's a major carriage house event, so...
You're stuck with us and our steaks. So come on in.
Oh, no, not the wedding notebook.
Go ahead and make fun, but you're going to be glad that all these details are taken care of, like the priest, the flower, the photographers, that's all done. Oh, God. Now all we have to worry about is the wedding party.
Oh, haven't you asked Marty yet?
I haven't had time. What about the best man? Have you asked Christian?
I haven't had time.
Well, I notice he's just sitting right over there.
Right. Chris.
Yeah?
I had a question I wanted to ask you.
The answer is yes. The posters will be up by tonight for the meeting, so... there's a question that I wanted to ask you.
Okay. What?
Look, I wasn't going to say anything, because, you know, you hadn't said anything either. But I was just wondering, look, do you want me to be your best man, or what?
Like I would ask anybody else.
So, tell me a little bit more about why you flipped out over that handicapped parking space.
Well, because, my father, when he went to Vietnam and he came back, his right eye and arm didn't make the trip. So, when he has a load to carry, it makes a big deal where he's parked.
I'm sorry about that.
Just don't ignore the rights of thousands of people like my dad to reserve parking. He would give me hell if he knew what I did to you.
Oh? Why's that?
Because he's not one to make a fuss. If he had seen you parked in that space, he would have found another spot and said he was glad for 2 legs to walk back from it.
Sounds like the kind of man who makes the best of a lousy situation.
The story of his life. When he went in the service, he was just starting to perk as a jazz pianist. But a mortar shell ended that, but not the music. He started teaching piano in our living room.
Which was where?
High Street, Newark. Somehow the kids with the sharp ears and the best time got the word. Man, Walter Principal's got his stuff down, but solid. He had the best piano students in the East, parked between Aunt Jetty's rubber plant and the needlepoint of JFK.
I could just see it. Huh?
No, but you had to hear it. My brothers and I grew up breathing music day and night.
Was it your dad who got you into the business?
My husband. He was a rapper, successful. He gave me the seed money, and we broke up 4 years ago, and I paid him back. Next question. Go ahead.
Gabe Lomax.
I met Gabe while negotiating a deal for one of his clients, a cornet player. We hit it off, and I asked him to represent Blue Jay. The labels was facing some money and distribution problems. So what else is new? So he suggested that he put me in touch with someone that had a real interest in the business and cash to invest.
And that would be RJ.
Maybe. So, am I legit? I mean, that is why you're breaking bread with me. That's what you want to find out.
Well, you seem straight to me.
I am. But this dinner thing's a two-way street. I'm here to find out if RJ's okay. Or would he be giving me more trouble than even a DA could handle?
What makes you think that RJ might be bad news for you?
Well, some of his old connections don't necessarily bear the good housekeeping seal of approval, according to Gabe.
Well, that's true.
It's so true, RJ brought it up himself. He let slide that some of the people from his former life might be helpful with record distribution and airplay.
Well, RJ has had what you might call a colorful past.
You know, and I don't have a problem with somebody's funky back pages, as long as they don't keep reading from them.
Meaning what?
Meaning, if your brother is still in bed with these folks, then R.J. Gannon goes straight to the been there, done that file.
I can understand that.
Can you? Have you ever had your own business?
No.
Then you should try it if you want to know how nuts or strong you can be.
Must have been a huge part of your life.
It is my life. After all, Blue Jay started as an idea I had. Well, not even it was like a hunger to do more, to be more. Then gradually, after too many long, long days, it started to take shape. Until something that started as a notion had an address and stationery and people and phones ringing, and Blue Jay had a life because of me. So I won't be a part of anything that could kill that.
I hear that.
Now, on the other hand, RJ could be the best thing that ever happened to this label.
Because he has money?
Well, that's part of it. His cash would or could help us move up a rung or two on the indie music ladder.
Uh-huh. And what's the other part?
He's tough, smart. I think he has the savvy to handle high-stakes situations. He wants in, and he loves music. And you can't fake that light in someone's eyes.
I noticed.
Then you know how important this is to me. So tell me, do you think I should make this deal with RJ?
Well, I wouldn't like anything better than to think that RJ's put his past behind him as well as his old buddies, if only for my daughter's sake.
Your daughter, you're Rachel's father.
So you met her too, huh?
And how? She's terrific. Brains, smart, snap. I'd love to work with her. Meanwhile, you haven't answered my question.
Well, Rachel is a lot closer to RJ's business than I am, but she swears it's on the up and up.
But do you think so?
Well, I think it's a real positive sign that RJ wants to hook up with Blue Jay.
Well, because?
Well, like you said, RJ's nobody's fool. I mean, he can read people like a map. And if you were as straight with him as you have been with me, well, then I'd say he must already know that he can't put anything over on someone as focused and as smart as you.
Sounds like a thumbs up. For RJ and me.
It's not good housekeeping, but it'll have to do.
I'll take it.
Well, I'm glad I had it to give. So tell me, does this mean that you're going to make RJ a happy man?
Couple more minutes, we're almost in business, all right?
Here, thanks. How are things with Chris?
Oh, things, they're strange. Well, actually, they're really nothing.
Oh, you're not seeing him?
No. Ever since I went to the prom with Darcy Raines instead of Chris. I mean, now I see him stroll by the community center, or I bump into him at the diner. Just long enough to get nuts afterwards. Listen to me.
What?
Proms, dating. So lame compared to what you've been through.
Oh, I don't know. I think that if something hurts, it hurts.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
What made you leave Andrew and River? I mean, I know it's love, but is it true love?
That's a big one, Jess. Might have to stick around for breakfast to get that whole story.
I don't know. I guess I just don't understand how a person can feel so incredibly close to somebody that they'll just leave everything in their life to be with them.
I think it just happens.
You know, I used to think when you're with somebody and you love them, that's the only person you'll ever be with, you know, forever. Only my mom left my dad to be with Sloan, and you left Andrew to be with Kevin. I don't understand. What makes that kind of love so much better than the kind before?
Well, I don't really know, but I do know that sometimes people stay together from the start, and it just works out.
That won't happen with me.
Whoa, don't say that.
No, but it's true. I mean, I love Chris, and I've already lost him. You know, because I'm too much of a baby to love him enough.
Just because you're not ready to have sex doesn't mean that you're a baby.
Yeah, well, sure makes me alone.
You really miss him, don't you?
Yeah. When I saw him today, I don't know, I thought to myself, he's so sweet and talented and gorgeous. How come you're not with him? But then I remembered it's because I can't grow up.
Oh, you can. You can, and you will. When the time is right.
Then will I understand how this love stuff works? I don't know, how did you do it? Did you just grow up all of a sudden, real fast?
Well, I don't think that we can compare one person's life to another.
Yeah, but I want to know.
I'll be happy that you don't. And maybe this isn't what you want to hear, but I think you're very lucky that you haven't had to grow up so fast.
How come?
Because it's hard, and it's scary, and Jess, you haven't really lost Chris. And okay, maybe I shouldn't compare here, but for instance, I can never go back to my life with Andrew and River, not to the way it was.
Why would you want to? I mean, if it's true love that made you leave them, you'll be with Kevin forever now, right?
Can I give you some advice? Take your time. Learn who you are, because that's what growing up is all about.
Are you, planning to come out? Or am I going to shout endearments to a closed door all evening?
Well, I can't very well come out until I'm completely ready. The question is, are you?
Goddess of the sea. You are such a joy. Come here.
Oh, no, Mel. No. Not in this glorified cargo net again.
Just close your eyes and hang on.
Mel, honey, this is going to be a very, very tight fit.
That's just the way we like it. Full speed ahead.
I liked having Jessica here.
Me too. Next time, however, we really need to remember to lock the door.
I think she recovered nicely.
Yeah.
Do you believe in true love?
Give me a kiss and find out.
And do you think it lasts forever?
I think that if the time to come is anything like the time that we've had, then yes, it does.
I'm being serious.
Well, when I first married Leanne, I just assumed that we'd always be together.
And you were wrong.
We weren't right for each other. But I firmly believe that when the right person does come along, the love never dies. And if you want proof, just stick around 60, 70 years.
I wish I could be so optimistic.
Hey, are you telling me you're thinking that this is not going to happen?
No. I'm saying that we would be stupid not to look at the odds. Come on, 1 out of 2 marriages end in divorce. And I think we would be foolish to ignore those percentages, that's all.
Well, we've ignored everything else up till now. Why don't we just stick with what we're good at and remain fools?
Hey.
Oh, hey. And where did you park?
Well, around the corner like I always do.
Mm-hmm. Not in a handicapped spot, I hope. Criminal?
You've been talking to Bo.
Well, I was going crazy wondering why you were arrested. So where have you been?
Well, the arrestee, that would be me, had dinner with the arrestor, who just so happens to be RJ's prospective business partner, so I wanted to check her out.
Her?
Jakara Principal. She owns a record company. And she is going to give RJ some fits and a run for his money.
Oh, so I guess you're not hungry anymore.
Well, not for food.
Oh, well, I think we can take care of that. Chris?
Yes?
Do you have plans tonight?
No, not that I know of.
Would you mind hanging with Antonio and then closing up?
Sure. How would come?
Well, I do have plans. Buenas noches. My purse.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
Bye.
Anytime.
Te veo. Mañana. They're so natural together.
Really?
Come on, be happy for her. She's got a real sparkle in her eye.
Yeah. And he better not do anything to make it go away.